Like, what does that mean? That means that she made, put it in, I had to put it in a big, there, so like, if it's like on herself or the children, but if it's bad. And no pressure. You're not sharing this.
Yes.
On Zoom, you're not sharing your screen.
Really?
On Zoom, you're not sharing your screen.
You-
On Zoom.
I'm not showing what?
Sharing your screen. You're not sharing your screen on Zoom. Just so you know.
Thank you. So. Okay. Over and here. Okay. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم اغفر ذنوبنا اللهم ارحمنا اللهم ارحمنا عجلينا اللهم نور قلوبنا بنور الإيمان والقرآن والإسلام وبمعرفتك وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, today we are going to start how to apply the Qur'an, the principles of reading the Qur'an in the life of Adam mentioned in the Qur'an. So we will see that, in fact, the story of the Prophet Adam in the Qur'an is nothing different from my life, my adventure of human life. So I will see the correlation between me and what the Quran tells about the life of Adam and the story of Adam. So that is a kind of application of the principles. So we will remember the principles of reading the Quran and definition of the Quran. Accordingly, we will make this study, inshallah, with your contributions. So, how can I get rid of this? Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Now, the story mentioned in the Quran in many ways, in various places. So, mainly I took from the Baqarah, the second section of the Quran. And the story starts like this. وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً قَالُوا أَتَجْعَلُ فِيهَا مَنْ يُفْسِدُ فِيهَا وَيُسْفِكُ الدِّمَاءَ وَنَحْنُ نُسَبِّحُ وَنُقَدِّسُ لَكَ إِنِّي أَعْلَمُ قَالَ إِنِّي أَعْلَمُ مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Now, let's start this. When your Lord told the angels, I am putting a successor on earth. Now, the lots of questions at every phrase, we have many questions. Why God tells what he is going to do to the angels? Any idea? Why do you think God tells, well, needs to tell, just do it, rather than narrating with the story that he told the angels? And we have to bear in mind the principle that while we are reading the Quran, we will always ask this question: why my Creator tells me this? Now, because by definition, we understand that the Quran is the word of the Creator. If it is so, it must be the speech of my Creator giving me guidance right now in my life. So even if the Quran tells a story which happened in the past, but because it mentions right now for me, it must be related to my life. So rather than taking the event in the historical place where it happened in paradise or when was it, these are all informations, but I need to utilize them in my life right now. So he says, I told the angels that I'm putting a successor on earth. So this earth. So inni ja'ilun also is important. We will talk about it. But first, this part. Why do we think we should ask this question? Why God tells the angels? Because definition of the Quran was what? Very simple, basic definition. It is the speech of the Creator of this world. So we have to bear in mind that angels have something to do with the creation of this world. Do we see the relationship between angels and the creation of this world? Lots of questions, because I am always afraid that in Islamic tradition, we hear some certain terminologies and we took them as granted and accepted. For example, we say we believe in angels. Yeah? Why? What are they? But they are in ghaib, but they must be an evidence for it. For example, the absolute ghaib, I don't know, not the part of the universe, is God, and there are signs for it. There are signs in the creation of the universe pointing to the necessity of the existence of the Creator. Now, angels also must have some signs that I have to confirm it. The Quran suggests me and expects me to confirm its news. So belief in the book, the Quran, in this specific case, is necessary, but in order to believe, I have to have evidence. Without evidence, can you believe in anything? It is not human. My Creator should know it, and accordingly, he must create signs for it. So, by mentioning the creation of human beings, he says, I am going to put a successor on earth. It is a way of choosing the word rightly, not khalaqa. It's a ja'ala. Because khalaqa means to give existence to something. Ja'ala means after something is created, making it into another form is ja'ala. So the essence of Adam is created. Now it is turned into a Khalifa. Khalifa means successor on earth. But there is another question, although we have not answered the questions yet, lots of questions I asked. Khalifa, the successor of whom? What is he succeeding? Lots of questions. So it doesn't mean that we don't get any benefit from this, but we have to ask this kind of questions in order to really understand what we learned from Islamic heritage, certain terminologies related to belief system, not fiqh system. It is not our subject. It is another matter. So we are concentrating on belief. So I have to ask these concepts. How can I make sure that they are directly related to my life? How can I make sure that I can confirm them? I can have evidence about their reality. These are not simple matters, but if you educated people are not going to deal with this one, who's going to really give a satisfactory answer to this new generation? New generation are inevitably going to question any matter related to belief. Why? This globalization of the world, global culture, universal culture, the worldwide culture is open to everyone. We know that every child is growing nowadays, especially starting from the beginning of the millennium, with iPad or telephone or any means of the worldwide system. Everybody can have any kind of access to any kind of source of information through social media. We cannot hide them anymore. We cannot put them in family culture only. While you are the parents are sitting in the sitting room, the child is maybe sitting in the sitting room, but there is something, a small gadget in his hand or her hand. It is watching a video game presented or provided by South Koreans. It is there. Although it is next to you, sitting next to you, so we cannot cheat ourselves anymore, saying that I'm going to protect my child. Impossible. This is the reality. So we have to adjust. We cannot adjust the word to me, but I have to adjust myself to the word reality. That is what God created me in this condition, and He knows what He is doing, definitely. So I must use my abilities to prepare myself for the reality of the world right now, whatever is going on in the world. So what is the relationship between angels and the creation of human beings from clay, or how is it called here? All right, it's not here, in another verse. So I don't know how it's translated, because there are many ways of earth, clay, mud, or there are many words in English. Doesn't matter. So, and it is going to the Adam, from it is the very beginning of creation. Adam is known that God makes clear that he is going to reside in or on earth. It is candidate there. It's already there. It's programmed. The Creator knows what He's going to do. So, angels, what we understand angels. Something, any idea, any?
They are the way through which God the instrument through which God makes the creation of others.
They are the ways through which.
Yeah.
So how do we confirm them? How do we know them? That the angels really exist?
I don't know if it's confirmation. For me, I think of things like that we learn in school, laws of physics, those kind of things.
Mhm. Something related, love doctor, something related, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way I think of it.
So shall we make it, for example, what do we mean by laws? The principles of creation, isn't it? Yeah? Principles of creation.
Yeah, like if you heat up water up to a certain boil.
Yeah. So, but it is always in this way. Sorry.
Like are angels, sorry, Dr. Murphy, are angels the state of perfection? Like, if we think about it in the context of how we live, in this example, what I'm understanding is angels are the state of perfection, right? They're created to obey Allah, and there's no discrepancy there. If we can reflect that here, is that whatever we see, the highest state of perfection, that is like maybe a comparison to.
So the Quran, these are good attempts. I appreciate it. Now, what the Quran, how the Quran describes angels, very simple. Angel is not our subject today, but of course we are going to relate it to the subject. That's why it is important to understand why God speaks to the angels. The nature of the creation must have something to do with angels, so that the creation of Adam also must be related to angelic side of the creation as well. So Quran says, I issue the command, Emr, what we said, the principles of creation, and angels execute it. They obey whatever they are told. What does it mean? For example, if I get a pen or a pencil in my hand and put on the table, on a piece of paper, so I command and pen writes. Although when you look at it, pen is writing, but it is my command. It is my command. Do you get it? So what I want to convey any information, any meaning, I command the pen, figure it out in a form that conscious beings can read it. Got it? That is the description of the Quran. So we shouldn't make it anything mysterious. Belief matters cannot be mysterious. Even if I don't understand, I will say, no, I didn't understand. So clear, I didn't understand. Not because it is mysterious. No, I have not prepared myself for it. That's so simple. So I'm not educated about it. So the creation is taking place in such a way that, for example, an author and what is written relationship has nothing to do with author is a human being. What is written is some signs on the paper. Nothing to do, nature-wise or essence-wise, they have nothing to do with it. But when I read the text, I understand that it is symbolically conveying me the message to me that its author is knowledgeable, conscious being. Got it? It is the knowledgeable, conscious being. He chose, he's decided to be in this way, but the pen was only a means of writing it, putting it into a physical form. Put it in a very simple way. Angel means the meaningful side of the world, the creation, which manifests the qualities of its maker. At the same time, it exists because of the will of the creator. Does it make sense? It exists because the creator wills it to exist. They are the means of carrying the command and demonstrating it to me in the form of physical beings. But every physical being has at the same time meanings in it. We call it, what the Qur'an says, melekutiyat as-samawati wal-ard. Melekutiyat as-samawati wal-ard. The Qur'an says, if you ask them who created the universe and what the melekut side of it, melekut is the how do you say, noun form? Technical words, I don't know, in Arabic, mastar. So another form of mastar, melekutiya. So can you help me? Say it, mastar, what does it? Predict. So predicament? Predicate? Yeah, it's predicate, yeah, form of it. So this side of the universe, is there anything in the universe which does not convey the message about its creator, maker? Meaningless. For example, look at the simple table. Simple table. Huh? Anything you see on it is demonstrating the qualities that what the maker of the table had in his mind is there, manifested in here. So when we look at it, we understand that there is a message about the maker of the table and qualities of the table, maker of the table, and introduces me the quality, not the physical side of it. The universe also introduces the qualities of its maker. This is the angelic side of the maker. Meaningful, meaningful. Yeah. Is there anything meaningless in the creation of the universe? Anything? So this has no meaning at all. Even look at the carpet here. In the existence of the carpet, you see a lot of meaning. The is beautiful, design is beautiful, quality of the, whatever the string, spring, whatever the materials are quality-wise, tells which kind of quality they are all decided by its maker. So now we have to see that angelic side of the universe is in communication with the creator now. Creator says, hey, I am going to put a successor on earth. It means out of the matter that you represent the angelic side, I am going to create a human being and put some extra qualities on it. Make it a successor that you don't have it. For example, any person, my friend doesn't mind, eh? Your body is meaningful, but do you have more meaning than your body conveys? Is it in your human side? Consciousness, reasoning, feelings, yep, and memory, more than your body. That is why God tells the angel, said that, look, I am going to assign a successor on earth, and you cannot compete with that. What does it mean? It is not a matter of competition. It means much, much more qualified than you are. It is not a matter of competition. It is a matter of explaining the quality of the human beings and what it is. Now we will study slowly. So step by step, we will go on it. So why angels are told, don't reduce, it's a reminder, don't reduce human beings to body. It is more than this. Be careful. Who is supposed to do that? Me. When I read it, I cannot reduce human beings to its bodily qualities or bodily side of it. Human beings have something more. Because of this extra quality that human beings are going to be given, will make them caliph or successor, or in the language of the Quran, Khalifa. Khalifa of who? Let's make it simple. Khalifa, successor, make it representative. Representing human beings are representing who?
The universe.
Related to it, but more than this, caliph, sorry?
God.
The creator. Now, you are right, but you are right at this stage that all human qualities are directly related to the qualities manifested in the universe. They are interrelated, if you like, intertwined. We cannot, can you think of yourself without thinking of the environment? No, you cannot exist really without being in connection with the rest of the universe. We are so much interrelated, integrated into the universe, so we cannot really separate ourselves from the universe. So in this sense, yes, the universe and me are connected with each other, but because human qualities, more than my body, my human quality manifests what, for example, when I speak, when I remember something, when I reason about something, when I say, oh, I love this, and when I appreciate the beauty, or I don't like dirty or ugly things. So all this relationship, what am I doing now? I am using my human qualities, acting. By doing this, I am representing whom? Yes, my creator. You know, when you look at a book, excellent. When you read something written, what is written represents what? The quality of its author. So I am representing God there. It doesn't mean that I will do it, my profession, my job properly. I may, betray my position because I am given free will. So free will gives me two options. Can anybody take care of the light? Yeah. Please, thank you. Somewhere there. So we have to understand now in this respect. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So it is, there is a way to stop, to turn off this one. Yeah. So okay, no, the other way around. Yep, got it. Yeah. Now let's come here. They concentrate on the subject now. I lost my attention. So successor means I have to bear in mind that, as my creator tells me, be careful. You have a mission here. Don't distort it. Don't cover it up. But be careful. What is that? You are going to represent me on earth. Look, do I do anything meaningless? So I give you the ability to do everything meaningfully. Do I do anything ugly? Everything has its purpose. Without purpose, disgusting, you shouldn't do any. You shouldn't do anything because we are giving the free will. The trick is there. So it is a reminder for me, I have created you to represent my qualities within your created nature. Created nature, not a creator, but within your created nature, because although it is a long argument and debate in wisdom scholarship, among wisdom, whether human spirit is created or not, but generally the scholars made a kind of concession that it is created. No, it is not created. So if something is not created, it must be a creator. There is no in-between situation, either made or maker. Yeah, you cannot be in between. Either you are the maker of this table, or and the table is made in between. There is no type of existence. So it is created in this way. God will to create it, but created in a form that not a temporary base, but has a beginning but no end. It means it depends on God's will. But it says, he promises, I'm going to not really take you away from existence. That is his promise. And he keeps his promise. Inshallah, must be. The creation is the witnessing of. So asks us to be a successor on earth. Why emphasizes on earth? There is an emphasis on earth because we are going to represent the qualities of the creator within our limited, created capacity to demonstrate. And demonstrate what? Look at me and you will see how great my creator is. You will see how great my creator is, how absolute my creator is. I am a created being. I'm his work. So you will see it. Where on earth in this world? It means within the context of creation, the created beings. I cannot get out of my createdness, can I? Possible? Impossible. I am a created being. I am a created being. That's why on earth emphasized here. So in your real life experience, you are expected to present the qualities of me without disturbing or distorting or covering it up. Of course, deviating ilhad, covering it up, kufr. Yeah, you know these Quranic words. They said, how can you put someone? Do we have any question, any concern about the first part of this? So I will go a slightly different side of the section of the verse, the same verse. No, any? Yeah.
Successor of whom? Like successor to what? I'm putting a successor.
Successor on earth, we said representative of its creator in the best way. For example, this table, the right question, if there's if there is a point that we are not clear, ask them, even if I don't know, I will say, I don't know either. But we are just in the same position. So the table represent the qualities of its maker only within its capacity. Not fully. For example, let's say the maker of the table can be at the same time not only a designer but also an architect of beautiful buildings, but it doesn't represent. Human beings do, because we will see now God taught Adam all names. Yeah, go back to the designer of the table. The table is not made to represent the qualities of all its designer. That is the difference between any other creature and human beings, as far as the teachings of the Qur'an shows us. Any? Right? So let's go. Angels are now suspicious because they do some sort of functioning in this world that they represent God's qualities, Creator's qualities. So what is this? We can think about it, imagine. They say, we are the successors, representing your qualities. What else that you are going to create something, and they know, out of clay. So, that is the way the Quran teaches. You put someone there who will cause corruption and bloodshed. Okay, don't ask me, how do they know? I don't know. This is the way Quran teaches me, because the purpose is not to give that, how angels can know it. No. Reader, human beings, you know that there is something here. I am telling you your reality. In your reality, you may, not necessarily you will, but you may cause corruption and bloodshed. Do we? What is corruption? What is bloodshed that we are doing? Simple answer, everybody. We kill each other, don't we? No, especially under the name of legitimate war, national interests, lots of political jargon you can use behind it and kill people and do something, get some, means of exploitation other people, suppressing them, satisfying ego, lots of trash we do. It is also an option in us. So God is telling me that you have this option, be careful. What? Corruption and bloodshed. What is bloodshed? In this, يفسدون في الأرض ويسفك الدماء. You will shed blood. So what is this? That can I ask a question again, my friend? Have you ever killed anyone? Be careful. There is no FBI agent here. Don't worry. Have you ever killed anyone?
No. I have killed insects and everything.
Yeah, somehow bloodshed. your hand somehow bloody. So wash it. Okay. Usually, and rightly also, but very superficially, we understand that we are going to corrupt. We corrupted oceans, man. It is unbelievable, but we did. The human race can do everything, really. So we kill each other, yeah. People kill each other. We don't, inshallah, but there are some people, for any reason, they can choose it and do it, although not generally so. Occasionally, it happens. This is included, but it's very simple. Not everybody can relate it to themselves, but there must be a way of I also can relate to that one. How can I shed blood? What does it mean, shedding blood? If you shed blood, what?
You would be doing the opposite of.
Killing somebody, isn't it? Making dead.
Yeah.
Not functioning properly, isn't it? Excellent. No, not fun. If a man is functioning and, God forbid, somebody kills the man, it becomes not a human being anymore, cannot demonstrate the names, make it dead. Okay. You said that you didn't kill anyone. I believe you are honest there, but because you admit it, also you have to be taken to the court of the owners of these insects that you killed them. By the way, I do sometimes as well. So let's keep the secret. So you killed them. It means there was an ant or several ants. You killed them. They couldn't really represent their mission anymore. So they lost their meanings in their existence as ants. Now flesh. Of course, flesh manifests less qualities than the living ant. So can you kill something else, make it meaningless also, apart from insects?
So if we are, let's say, we're supposed to be meaningful, merciful, to represent God's mercy, and we do the opposite. We are.
We can do, but let's understand, that's correct. Let's understand a very large and very extensive way of understanding shedding the blood, making the things dead. For example, any other idea? For example, let's say there was a beautiful tree. If I kill it, what happens? It doesn't represent the qualities. Otherwise, if it was alive, that it is representing, it doesn't represent it anymore. It becomes dead. That is also bloodshed, isn't it? It doesn't have to be that the blood is running out of somebody's body. No, you kill we kill animals, we kill plants, something more very, very related to our century.
Global warming.
Sorry?
Global warming.
Killing the quality of the perfect quality, the balance of the earth. Yeah, but let's concentrate on angelic side of the things. Angelic side, meanings that the plants are manifesting. By killing it, they become dead. So they cannot really represent the qualities of their creator anymore as much as while they were alive. Good? Something more.
Maybe it's sort of like nihilism. Nothing has meaning. People, they think everything is meaningless. This is
Killing the matter, what? Although they function, but if I say they are natural, accidental, by themselves happening, they don't reflect any message. What happens? Matter becomes dead. What is going on nowadays? They are shedding the blood of whole creation by reducing it to matter, meaningless substance. Wow. What a big crime. The whole universe becomes meaningless. Dead. Why? No meaning coming out of it. No angelic side is really manifested anymore in their existence. So this naturalistic, materialistic ideology is the murderer of the, not a human being, whole universe, makes it dead in their eyes. Oh, we have to watch out. I think this is the most horrible crime that human beings can commit. It is really frightening. We have to watch out. So yes, angels are right. We will make the perfect creation and turn it into meaningless, dead corpse. Wow. They do, we do. Eh? While we are studying what we study, is it the right word? Cadavra? No, corpse, dead body. How is it called?
Corpus?
Corpus? Corpus. Corpus or corpus?
Corpus.
Corpus. Now, while we are reading all these science subjects, we are handling the universe as corpus, isn't it? All education system, all over the world, we have to watch out. And the Quran is telling me that you are, if you are not careful, you can turn the whole universe into a dead body through the language of angels in the Quran here. You put someone there who will cause corruption and bloodshed. We started from, yes, killing people, then animals and plants, and the matter as well. They call it matter is, well, we don't call it, I don't call it. Matter is inanimate. Everything is animate. Everything is speaking to me. Everything is conveying the message to me. Everything has melekut, angelic side, full of meaning, different levels, but everything really. How do we believe in God? Because the universe witnesses. How do we believe in angels? Because the universe witnesses. How do we believe in the hereafter? Because the universe and my relationship, emotional, sensual relationship with the universe necessitates it. I want everything eternally perfect and everything is transient. What shall I do with you? But I want it. There's no here. The universe says, no, no, no. I cannot give it to you. But your creator is promising you through your feelings. So turn to your creator and understand that. Do you think the creator of this universe can create you again? As the Quran keeps this argument. The one who created you, do you think he cannot create you again? From the beginning, scratch, he created you. So he can do it. And my feeling says, then he must do it. If he can create it, then he must do it. So everything we get, all this information about, as we call ghaib, the Quran calls ghaib, I mean, translated, I mean, there is no other way, unknown, unseen. But unknown, I don't agree, unknown. I know it. I'm sure. But unseen in physical form may do better, but there is no other word. The translators have to choose one of them. So maybe unseen, what they refer to. What did you say?
Hidden.
Oh, hidden.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing. Some people say that, but hidden means not in the physical form. Whatever the word you use it, not in the physical form, but it is obvious that it exists there. Ghaib means it is obvious. When somebody says hidden, do you think the ghaib, for example, God or angels are hiding themselves? Or, I mean, there is no other way. We have to put it in the one way or another. So they say, and they are right to say this actually, when we celebrate your praise, وَنَحْنُ نُسَبِّحُ وَنُقَدِّسُ لَكَ. It means we are declaring this, your perfect qualities. Who else are you need to create anymore? Because we are doing this job. Of course, the Qur'an is telling me, and so that he is letting me know that you should declare your creator much more than matter. Matter does, plants do, animals do, your body does. More than this, you have the qualities to declare the qualities of the creator. That is what this context we should understand. Why the Quran, look at this scenario. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's a very simplistic way of presenting it so that we can understand. Now God says, I told the angels and they asked me this and they questioned this. They questioned God. How can you put it? They're like, are you going to do it really? Do you know what you are doing? Yes, exactly what it means. We have to question. One of the converted Muslim scholars wrote this book, even angels question. Of course, the young generation definitely questions it. So, I don't know. Does any of you have children? Oh, yeah. Oh, got it. Okay. Have they started questioning? How old are they? 3?
Yeah.
So does he ask why? All the time. Yeah. So it is in our nature that God is telling me this, you have to question. And you have to, if you are not satisfied about something, present it. Did God in this scenario, in this presentation, God get angry with the angels? Who are you that you are questioning me? No, because it is a legitimate attitude for me. I have to question. Why is it that? Why the sun is rising and setting? Why is the seasons are changing? I have to question. Why in the winter always it is cold? Not the physical forms, this is the created. Why is it created in this way? That the winters are cold, summers are hot in some parts of the world, not all over the world, of course. So we have to question. Only asking the questions, we get answers. Without question, can you get answer? No. How can you? Even there is answer there, you would not pay attention to it. If you, for example, if you are really interested in decorating your house, yes? And you say, how can I do it? How can I do it? The best way. Okay. You found a book. Say, how to decorate your house in the best way. What do? But go and buy it because you are looking for it. If we don't look for it, the book is there. I just bypass, finish, nothing to do with me. I don't. So rather than the answers, we need to ask the questions. But unfortunately, I don't know whether you agree with me. Believing community is really trained in such a way, don't ask questions, just follow. It is inevitable. It is not natural, is it? So I would say only I am created with this ability to question, then the Quran, speech of God, is needed. If there was no human being on earth who has the quality to ask the question, do you think God would bother about sending the revelation? Who will benefit from it? Who? Think about it. That is why questioning doesn't mean that denying or even doubting is not bad. We have to doubt, but we shouldn't really keep on it, but use the doubting, use the questioning in order to search for the answer, right answer. Unfortunately, Muslim community is discouraged about this. I understand Christianity definitely not discourages, but prohibits it. Why? There's no answer. Some lots of theories here and there, none of them is consistent. Even they don't agree among themselves. So, but Muslims should not hesitate because answer is there waiting for questions. Water is here. I don't feel thirsty at all. Do I pay attention to it? No. But if I am really thirsty, what I do? Everywhere I look for a water. That is why need is essential, and whatever answers the need, satisfies the need, comes secondary. That's what we have to understand. If you want to benefit from the Quran, look, do you have any question? Any concern about your life, your existence, your purpose of life, your future? Do you have any question? Then the Quran speaks to you. Otherwise, you memorize the Quran, but don't get the answer. So we should never, ever forget questions come first. Answers gains its value afterwards. Right. Inshallah. When you celebrate, so when we celebrate your praise and proclaim your holiness, why did you need to create a being who is going to cause corruption and bloodshed? That is a beautiful question. So let's go up here and up here. Now, God is now answering it. Inni a'lamu ma la ta'lam. Now, let me do it. You will see it. I know better than you do. I'm your creator. So, but he said, I know things that you don't. So, I will do it. I will present it to you, but we will see beautiful, beautiful presentation there. Then God demonstrates it as if he is obliged. What does it mean? We will study next week, inshallah. I think we shouldn't go into the next verse. It will be a bit too much for today. Of course.
Some translations, they for Khalifa they go directly to guardian,
Didn't get the word.
Sorry,
Guardian of.
guardian.
Yeah.
Some translation of Alifatu fil ard, they say directly guardian.
Maybe what do they guard? You
Yeah.
know, the vocabulary is not important.
Yeah.
What do they mean
So
by it?
that's why I kind of want to.
Hmm.
So because always there is this. So yeah, I wanted to just ask, is that to make the dichotomy with bloodshed? To contrast it, to put guardian on the side, which is not going to do bloodshed.
Start stopping the bloodshed, is it?
Yeah.
Against the bloodshed, they do the missions
Yeah,
to
so that's their
stop
word
it.
for success.
Like a policing authority that prevents the crime.
I mean, we are not here to criticize people, but yes, if someone says, I'm going to stop the bloodshed, yes, first of all, stop the bloodshed for yourself. But in practical life, I couldn't manage it because always I kill the meaning of the creation by being negligent and ignoring it, not paying attention to it, not really reading it. Because we have to understand, carrying the book with you doesn't mean, even you memorize it, doesn't mean that you are interacting with the author of the book. Yeah, doesn't mean, we carry the Musaf, it's everywhere, Musaf. Doesn't mean that we are interacting with the author of the book. Well, how can we interact it? Only asking the question, getting the answer, being satisfied, say that, thank you, I understand now what I am doing in this world. Now, satisfaction is important. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't memorize the Quran. Never, we should memorize the Quran, but it should be its the starting point. Yeah, we should be a starting point. And then we should learn Arabic again. It is a means. These are all means. Arabic is not the purpose. Arabic is a means. Should be utilized in order to communicate with the content of the Quran. Even further, you can learn the balagha, you can learn the grammatic side of the Quran in order to communicate with the meaning even further. How I can assimilate it within myself and making the meaning of the Quran as much as I can internalized within me and educating my feelings accordingly. There are various levels. None of them is superfluous, unnecessary. No, they are all necessary, but for example, if you want to climb up, very simple example, excuse me, my giving a simple example, climb up a high roof, all right? What do? We step on the first step of the ladder. What is that? It's not there. Of course, if you don't step on the first step, or is it the same right word? On the first step, you cannot climb up. After that, you can step on the second one, third, and continue. That's why learning how to read the Quran is one step. Learning Arabic, another step. Learning grammar, another step. So going into deep meaning of the vocabulary is another step. But the rhetoric side of the Quran is a great step. It's beautiful or delicious, so really delightful. If you get a little bit, you got amazed. So balagha is miracle. You can see the miracle only at that level. You cannot see the miracle while studying the grammar of it. It is not enough. Rhetoric side of it is excellent. So, and then it is not enough. These are still external. We have to internalize it. How? Assimilate it with my feelings and use it in this way. Inshallah, it means practice it in my own life. When I look at the word, for example, see that it is angels are presenting the qualities of the creator of the universe to me. Angels are speaking to me. Can you see it? Yeah, I fail as well. We are together, but we should. We are given the ability to do it, communicating with me. So, for example, who has a pet in his house? Don't be shy. It is not haram. What do you have? Cat. Do you speak with the cat? Does it speak to you? You know, there's a cat in our neighborhood. Yeah. I love it, and I, caress it, scratches it. It really, I mean, I'm not going to tell it die for nothing. When it sees me from afar, says, meow, 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 comes to me and waits like this. Just I will do that. No, communicates. But we have to learn how to communicate with a flower. We have to learn how to communicate with other plants, animals. It's excellent. MashaAllah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alim al-hakim. Wa akhiru da'wahum an alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin bi hurmati sirri surat al-Fatiha. Thank you. See you.